Hi Samurais and welcome back to my channel. On today's video, we're diving into the GlamLite Ice Cream Dream palette. I have had this palette for a couple of months, probably like 2 months or so, and I haven't got a chance to really sit down and play with it behind the camera for you guys. The pigmentation is incredible. I do absolutely love this palette. If you don't have it already, I highly recommend you getting it. But yeah, so we're going to go into a tutorial for the look that I created today. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that bell icon so that you're notified when new content and videos are uploaded. I hope you all have an amazing day, stay safe, and as always, make good choices. To start, we're going to prime our face with the NYX Bear With Me Hydrating Jelly Primer. This is a dupe for the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, and it's absolutely one of my favorites. Once you get it applied, I do typically give it 30 seconds or so to start to dry down. As it dries down, that's when you're going to get that sticky texture, just like the Milk Hydro Grip. For foundation, I'm going to be going in with the Morphe Fluidity Foundation in the shade F160. This is a matte finish foundation, and it is full coverage. And I'm just going to take that on my damp beauty blender. Now for our concealer, I'm going to go in with the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade 12S Fair. Now taking my damp beauty blender, I'm going to blend all of this out. Now that we have our concealer blended out, we're going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade 05 Fair, and we're going to use this to set our face with our damp beauty blender. Alright, we're going to let that set for just a minute and we'll be right back. Now that that has set, we're going to go in with our JH01 fluffy brush to dust off any excess powder that we have. Now we're going to move into our contour bronzer and our blush. For this, I am going to be using the Jaclyn Cosmetics Blush Bronzer Duo Palette. The bronzer in this is called Oh Honey, and I'll be taking this with a JH07 tapered brush to apply the bronzer. Now from the same palette, I'm going to be taking the Pink Me Up blush, and I'm applying that with the JH04 angled brush. And I just blended that in with the bronzer. For highlighter, we're going to be going in with the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Skin Frost in the shade Sarcophagus, which is a very pretty light gold shade. And I'm going to be applying this with the Morphe Jeffree Star Sky High brush. Now for our brows, I'm going to be going in with the Morphe Cosmetics Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Latte. This is my absolute favorite eye pencil, and it's very inexpensive. I think I paid $5 for this, and it's lasted me quite some time. Now, like I've said in previous videos, I don't really do or go too crazy with my eyebrows because they are relatively good shaped. I just more so go in just to darken them up just slightly. Now for eyeshadow primer, we're going in with the P. Louise Rumor 0.5 base, and I'm going to be applying that with the JH43 flat brush. For our eyeshadow today, we're going to be dipping into the GlamLite Ice Cream Dream palette. This palette in person is absolutely beautiful. The colors and the pigments of this palette is so incredible. I absolutely love this palette. So for today's look, we are going to go towards a pastel glitter look. So we're going to be dipping into these bottom shades here, as well as some of the shimmers right above them. The first shade that I'm going to be dipping into is the shade Mochi. And to apply that, I'm taking a Morphe Jeffree Star JS11 brush, and I'm just going to tap that into my crease. The next shade that I'm going to be dipping into is the shade Honey Lavender, which is the pastel purple, and I am just going to use the same brush that I used for the pink. I did use my color changer to take the pink off so that way we don't have anything mixed. The final shade for our crease that I'm going to be dipping into is this pastel blue-green. It's called Mint Chocolate. And again, I am going to be using the same flat brush. I just used my color changer to take off the purple. Now we'll repeat the same thing on the other side. Now that that is finished, we're going to go in with Tarte Shape Tape and our JH43 flat brush that we used to put on the P. Louise primer. We're going to take this and do a cut crease and clean up the lines of the ombre. Now that we have our cut crease done, I am going to go in with my NYX glitter glue, and I'm going to put that over top of the Tarte Shape Tape so that way the shimmer colors that we're going to go into next will actually stick to the base. Now that we have that applied, I'm going to take the JH41 flat brush, and the first color that I'm going to be dipping into is Strawberry. And we're going to apply this under the pink that we have. Then for the purple, we're going to be taking Blueberry Cheesecake and doing the same thing. And then for the blue, we're going to be taking the shade Birthday Cake and applying that to the rest of the eye. Now we're going to go in and repeat the glitter on the other side. Now taking a Morphe 506 small blending brush, I'm going to go back into these pastel shades that we used for our crease, and I'm just going to go in and intensify those a little bit and smoke them out a little bit above, going towards my brow bone. For my lower lash line, I'm going to take the same 506 brush from Morphe, and I'm going to go in with the shade Orange Cream. For my inner corner, I'm going to be taking the shade French Vanilla. Now that our eye look is done, let's go in and curl our eyelashes. To prime our lashes, we're using the Essence Volume Boost Lash Primer. And for our mascara, we're going with the Essence Lash Princess False Eyelash Effect Mascara. Now to set it in place, we're going to go in with the Cover FX High Performance 24-Hour Setting Spray. And then we'll dry it down. And for lipstick, to complete the look, we're going to go in with Jeffree Star Cosmetics Velour Liquid Lipstick in the shade Mannequin. And this is the final look using the GlamLite Ice Cream Dream palette. So overall, using this palette, it is very blendable. The pigmentation on this palette is incredible. If you don't have it, I highly recommend you get it. Definitely worth the money if you can get your hands on it. But this is the completed look, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you guys on the next one. I hope you have a great day.